So my brother brought it out great, man. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bashem, Malak, Shalam, man. Go ahead up. You get 1 Peter 4:11, right? So my brother did the closing, right? This is also part of what's going on in Israel today, man. A lot of things happening, and read that for me. Just read that for me. 1 Peter 4:11. I don't want nobody to say nothing. Just read that for me. 1 Peter 4:11.
God, it's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Hamashiach Yahushua, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Right, so I normally bring this out when we out there on the streets, talking to our people, talking to the heathen. But the Most High put a spirit on me to talk about things that's continuously going on in our nation, right? So this right here this lesson is called "The Truth Shall Set You Free." It's going to be quick. It's not going to be long, but it's going to punch. It's going to hurt a lot of people. It's going to hurt us because that's what the scriptures is supposed to do, and it's going to hurt people that that's probably going to watch this and think, oh, they must be talking about us. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about our nation in general. Our nation in general needs to get it together, right? So let me get the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. You give me Psalm 119 and 142.
God. It's the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. Everybody ever say come? Come. It's the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So what is the truth? Anybody? What's the truth? What you said? The law. Read that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142. It says, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Man, the law is the truth, right? So the truth shall set you free. Understanding that the laws of the Most High God is the truth, right? So we all about following laws. This is what we do. We follow the laws of the Most High God. And if we feel as though the law is not being followed, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to turn a blind eye? Are we supposed to not listen to the Most High God? Or are we just supposed to listen to men and take their word for it? Listen to sisters and take their word for it? No, we got to do our due diligence. We got to sit there and hear both sides of the story. We can't just take one person's side of the story and run with it. No, we got to continuously pick the laws of the Most High God. We got to continuously pick the laws of Yahweh, because that's the only way we're ever going to find the truth. The truth is always going to set us free. When we understand what's going on with the Most High, and we understand that these laws got to be followed from the beginning to the end, no matter what, this is how we know we found the truth. We understand what's going on, and we're not going to follow behind somebody blindly. We're not going to follow behind anybody blindly. Our eyes was opened up to the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. And if we're not following the law, what are we really doing?
Wow.
Go ahead, bring it up.
God,
Get the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and 13.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7.
The
law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is what?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Man, the law is perfect. There is no inconsistencies. There is no breakages. There is nothing that you can do to discredit the law. It's perfect in all its ways. It teaches its people how to live, teach you how to eat, it teaches you how to treat your brother, your sister, it teaches you how to dress, it teaches you how to be sexually, all things, man. That's what the law does. It's perfect in every way, right, Reed?
God, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
Doing what?
Converting the soul.
Converting the soul, man. It makes you feel whole. It changes your life. We all was out in the world doing crazy stuff before we came into this world. But then we came in, and we all did a complete 180. We ain't do a 360 because that means we just turned back to your own environment. You did a 180. You turned from that. You turned from that hatred. You turned from that from hating your brother in your heart. You turned from being a thief, a whoremonger, a murderer in this walk. You turn from all of that. Hating your brother in your heart. The scriptures tell you, if you hate your brother in your heart, you are a murderer. You are a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, why that nigga got this nice stuff over here? Man, you hating your brother. Now you want to be covetous. Now you want to take his stuff. Sister looking better than you, now you mad. Man, she thinks she the stuff, always got her nose in the air. You know what I'm saying? Now you upset. Now you hating your sister. These is all the things that our people still do inside of Israel. How you hating your brother inside of Israel? How you mad at your brother inside of Israel? I thought when we came into this, we were supposed to stop doing all that. But yet, you still doing it. You still hating your brother. You still hating your sister. You telling people, don't communicate with that brother, that sister. Don't do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Doing all these different things that's against the law. You can't be doing these things. Right? Keep going.
The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, right? Read.
Making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple. Like I said, man, I asked a question to my brothers when we was out there on the street. Like, yo, how many of y'all graduated college? Barely any of us graduated college. You know what I'm saying? But we smart in the law. We smart in history. We smart in all of these things because we came to the Most High and He put all of that in us. Right, Reed?
God, the statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever.
Doing what?
Enduring forever.
Man, enduring forever, man. So all these things is going to be enduring forever. What did the Most High tell us to do? Through Yahushua, to endure. Right? So we got to endure following these laws, such commandments, because they perfect. We got to endure all the things that's going on in the world. And that's what we're going to do, right? Because the law is perfect and the law is the truth, right? So the truth is always going to set us free, right? Read.
The judgments of the Lord are true.
The judgment of the Lord is what?
The judgments of the Lord are true.
Right? So we just can't, we coming through Passover season, right? And my brothers will tell you, I said it multiple times. I say, yo, it's a lot of brothers and sisters that went into Passover with a bunch of leaven in their heart and ate of the Passover unworthily.
I remember that conversation.
Them judgments that's going to happen is going to be fierce. It's going to be ugly. And people going to be like, yo, what is going on? I thought you was this. I thought you was that. I'm like, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You ain't get the leaven out of your houses. Doing things, throwing shots at your Passover feast. Doing all types of different things to brothers, to sisters. And you eat of the Seder meal saying you're doing it in remembrance of Yahushua, but Yahushua, yes, He rebuked His brothers. He rebuked Peter. He rebuked Judas. He rebuked them all. You know what I'm saying? But He did it out of love. What are you really doing? Are you rebuking your brothers out of love, or are you doing it out of malice because they not doing what you wanted them to do? They not a part of what you wanted them to be a part of. Like, what are we really doing here, right, Reed?
Right. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether.
Right, so bring that out for me. Daniel chapter 9 verse 13. Now.
Yeah, Daniel chapter 9 verse 13 when everybody got us come.
Because this is what we need. This is what we need to understand, that us following the law is how we're going to get salvation. We got to follow the laws. We got to keep the faith in Yahushua. And that's how we're going to get where we need to get. My brother brought that out mightily, telling us that this is how we got to stand firmly for the Lord. The only way you're going to stand firmly for the Lord is if you following these until you die, no matter what. Right? Revelation teaches you that, man. They're going to throw you in jail 10 days. 10 days is completion. You don't know how long you're going to be in there for. Right. But He said, be thou faithful unto death, and I shall give you a crown of life. So you got to keep those laws, right? Read that.
It's the book of Daniel chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written in the law of Moses.
As it is written in the law of Moses, right? Read.
All this evil has come upon us.
All this evil has come upon us, right? Deuteronomy 28, right? Deuteronomy 28:54. Your eye shall be evil towards your brother. Has that not come upon us? Has going into slavery come upon us? Has being a byword and a proverb come upon us? Having to buy everything and get everything from our oppressor, has that come upon us? Have we became the tail? Everything has come upon us, right? Read.
All this evil has come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our God.
Right, but yet we still praying before the Lord, regardless. All this evil has come upon us, and we still sending up our prayers unto the Most High God, begging Him to get us out of this situations, begging us to have our brothers leave the leaven, leave all the lumps alone, leave all the hatred alone, leave all those things behind, praying that our sisters get it together. Right, even our brothers and sisters in the world, we praying for them to get it together. Right, read.
That we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth.
Right, so we got to turn from the iniquities and understand the Lord's truth, and the truth is following these laws, statutes, commandments. That's how we know what's going on when it's truthful. Right, understanding these things, understanding what's going on, understanding all that. Right. Let me get Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. You give me Hebrews 13 and 1. Right? Because this is what we need to understand. The only way we're going to get the kingdom together as brothers and sisters in this walk, no matter what, is to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, and turn away from our iniquities, not keep them in. And say that you have changed, and you really still bringing the nigga-ish from the world into Israel. Like brothers and sisters just want to do the work. You know what I'm saying, you got some genuine brothers and sisters that just wants to do the work, and you got brothers and sisters that still bringing the nigga attitude into Israel. Like, how does that work? I'm like, you saying that we so much better than the people that's in the world. You saying that we so much better than just being niggas and spicks and savages and all these things that the white man call us. And we so much better than that. We all royalty. We all loving each other over here. But yet, when you come into the community, you see that there's a lot of hatred, a lot of disrespect, a lot of lies, and all these things, a lot of gang saying, naysaying, all types of different sayings going on in the community.
Right.
So, and did I just come from the world where I was dealing with all that to come into here just to deal with it again? Or are we supposed to be changing that and moving forward and being better, because that's who we supposed to be? That's what the Lord wants us to be. Matter of fact, hold that right quick. Give me Zephaniah 2 and 1. Hold that in Proverbs. Give me Zephaniah 2 and 1.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Yeah, bring that out.
Gather yourselves together, yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
Right, we're supposed to be gathering together. Right? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? If brothers isn't a part of your camp, it's okay to deal with other brothers that's not a part of the camp. You know what I'm saying? I talk to brothers that's not a part of our camp all the time. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you had a falling out with a brother, man, and you had a falling out with a body, it's okay to go talk to your brother and find out what happened. It's okay to talk to your sister and find out what happened. You know what I'm saying? If you, the scriptures tell you in Matthew 18, everybody talk about Matthew 18, but they don't talk about the parable that came before it. The parable that came before it is, if your sheep go astray, if you got 100 sheep and one of them go astray, what you supposed to go do? You're supposed to go get that sheep, because you're going to be happier that you got it than the other 99 that you have. That's the moral of that parable. Like, so it's okay that brothers and sisters not a part of the same camp as you. It's okay that brothers and sisters may not see eye to eye on you on certain doctrines. But you're supposed to love each other, because the Most High told us to gather ourselves together, because nobody else gives a damn about us but us. But we still bringing gang warring into Israel. Man, it's the Blood, Crips, Essays, Latin Kings, all in Israel right now, man, with different, just because you got different camps, man. What does it matter if a new camp rises up? So what? Those still my brothers. They doing the work.
Right.
Why do I care if it's another camp that's coming out with different colors and different logos? As long as they teaching our people to keep the laws of the Most High and they showing brotherly love to brothers and they caring about brothers, why would I care? What harm does that do? Even when the apostles came to Yahushua and they saw John the Baptist baptized, and he said, "Yo, listen, he ain't doing nothing wrong. Why should I go over there and rebuke him? For what? What you want me to go do to him?" He's like, "Yo, listen, they ain't breaking no laws. They're not doing nothing. So what? Why should I? It is what it is. They're not doing anything against us. They working for us. They bringing people back to Yahweh. So why am I upset? I would never be upset about that, right? Keep reading.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff,
Right?
before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Right? So if you do not follow these laws, statutes, commandments, if you do not gather yourself together, man, yo, listen, if we don't get together, we gonna be destroyed. Yo, Esau is gearing up to destroy our people, man. They're waiting for the lights to go out so they can run through our neighborhoods. You're not gonna get past the arsenal that Esau has without your brothers and without the Most High God. And if you got that hate in your heart, if you got that loving in your heart, it's just not gonna work. Man, you thinking the Most High gonna work for you, and you've been working against him forever. And you're going to find out in that day that you really wasn't working with the Most High. He was just using you for that time period. He probably used you to gather sheep, probably used you to bring a lot of people, brothers and sisters in. But then he could put you to death right then and there because you had secret malice in your heart that you didn't want to expound on. But you like to throw shots secretively, right? Say it's generalized and all types of things. Nah, don't generalize it, man. Talk to your brother, man. Especially if you say you talk to your brother and then you say you forgive your brother. If you forgive your brother, you supposed to what? Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can let it go. I ain't got to deal with you no more, but you can let it go. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Don't bring it up. Don't get disrespectful. Don't lie on brothers. Trying to turn brothers and sisters against other brothers and sisters. Don't do stuff like that. That's not what we here to do. We here to build our nation, not destroy it from the inside. Right? So read that.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Everybody have a shakah?
Yeah, 13:1.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Let brotherly love continue.
Like what?
Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue. Right? Brotherly love is going to continue. Like, what we won't do is fall into the hands of what other people might want to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to love our brothers regardless. We're going to love our sisters regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether they are part of the body or not. We're gonna love you regardless. We're gonna do what you. We're gonna deal with you regardless, because we actually have the true love of Yahushua. We actually have the true love. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate each other behind our backs. We talk to each other. We deal with each other. We build with each other. That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to be checking on each other. You know what I'm saying? How many times your brothers got a wellness text from me?
At least once a week.
You know what I'm saying? Wellness check, man. How y'all brothers doing mentally?
Right.
How y'all brothers doing spiritually? How many times brothers pick up the phone to call each other? You know what I'm saying? Just to check on each other and make sure everything good. Even if you want to just have a conversation, right? Sisters, y'all need to start doing stuff like that too. Talk to each other, call each other, text each other, make sure everybody good spiritually, physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through stuff. Everybody be stressed out. Everybody getting work like a dog by Esau, man. I done work, what, 41 hours in 3 days. I'm saying, like, we all getting work. So we all going through it. You know what I'm saying? But we will let brotherly love continue no matter what. Right? Bring that on the Proverbs for me.
Proverbs chapter 6, you want 16?
Proverbs 6
Before you
and
bring that
16.
out, the Romans 12 and 10.
Bring
These
that
two
up.
go hand in hand. Hebrews 13 and Romans 12 and 10 go hand in hand. Right? So this book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affectioned one to another. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love.
Be kindly affectionate to one to another, man. Love each other, hug each other, care about each other, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying I love you. I love my brothers, man. There's nothing wrong with saying I love my sisters. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's nothing wrong. Let's normalize saying that again. You know what I'm saying, without having to say no homo, no diddy.
Pause.
Yo. If I hear pause again, man, like everything is not like that. That pause gotta stop too. That's crazy, right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Romans. We're gonna go up one verse. It's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good.
Abhor that which is evil, man. Put the evil away. Take it away from you, because a lot of people like to say abhor and hate is the same thing. Abhor and hate is not the same thing, but what you need to do is when you need to abhor the evil, you need to take it away. You need to get it away from you. You need to get it out your spirit. You need to take it out your household. You need to do whatever you got to do to get rid of that evil, right?
That's all that leaven.
That's all that leaven.
Right. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love. In honor, with brotherly love.
With brotherly love, man. Loving each other, right, Reed?
In honor, preferring one another.
And preferring one another. Prefer your Akim. Prefer your sisters. Do what you got to do to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Don't run from your brothers or your sisters. Lean on your brothers. Lean on your sisters. That's what they're here for. We all, like, if you going through something, maybe that brother went through something. Y'all can talk about it. If you going through something, maybe that sister's going through something. And they probably went through the same thing you went through. You going through the same thing she went through. Talk to one another. And guess what? Now y'all got a solution. Oh, thank you, sis. I needed that. Thank you, bro. I needed that. Right? These are the things that we need to be doing. Right? Is more on that? That's it on that. Go ahead. Remember that. Proverbs 6 and 16.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. Everybody got to say con. It reads, these 6 things do the Lord hate.
Man, these 6 things do the Lord hate, right? So we talking about following the law, statutes, commandments, right? We talking about the laws being the truth. We talking about the truth shall set thee free, right? Read that.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
So these 6 things the Lord hate. So if you're doing these 6 things, guess what the Lord does? He hates you. You know what I'm saying? He hates you if you doing these things. And the 7th is worse, right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. A proud look.
A what?
A proud look.
Man, listen, man. If a brother come to you and apologize for his part humbly, you know what I'm saying, say I could have did something, I could have did this better, and you know you offended that brother in a way when y'all was having that conversation and you disrespected him and you don't apologize back all because your pride is an issue. Guess what, man? You gotta cut that out. You ain't following the law. You got a proud look. You proud as hell because you don't wanna apologize back to your brother. If me and your side get into a spat and he comes to me and be like, and I said some stuff, he said some stuff, and he be like, yo, man, I apologize, man. I shouldn't have came to you like that. Oh yeah, brother, you know it is what it is. Don't worry about it. Am I being brotherly for that? Should I not have apologized for what I said to him as well? This man came to me as a brother and say, I apologize for what I did. I apologize for what I said to you. You know what, man? We was going through it. You know what I'm saying? Brother, I apologize back, man. You know what? I shouldn't have said how I said. I could have went about things another way as well. That's how you gain your brother back. by apologizing to one another, showing each other love, not just saying, "Oh, it is what it is." Yeah, don't worry about it. Everything happened for a reason. Don't want to apologize. Don't want to accept the fault. Don't want to do nothing. That's proud. You proud as hell. Let me get Proverbs 16:18.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Man, pride goes before destruction. This is how I know the spirit coming on me, because that's not even in here. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know, like, you know the Most High is speaking right now, because he making me call scriptures that's not even in the lesson. So you gotta understand, like the most High leads all of these things. So we gotta know that pride goes before destruction. You can't have that pride. Look, the Most High hates that, right? Read. You got a precept? You want something to bring up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, it's gonna be
All right, come on, go ahead.
Verse 17. It says, "A proud look, a lying tongue."
A what?
A lying tongue.
A what?
A lying tongue.
Man, yo, listen. You know how many times I've been lied on in this walk by myself? I got my brother to tell you, man. Somebody lied on me, said that I never messaged them back. Sent my brother the receipt. He was like, yo, I don't see where you ain't messaged him back at. I was told that, you know, I kind of disrespected somebody. And the truth, I ain't never disrespected a brother or sister a day in my life in this walk. I'm saying now, out on the street, I can get mad disrespectful to the heathen. I get mad disrespectful to my brothers and sisters who don't want to hearken unto the words of the Lord thy God, but I'm doing it out of love to try to, like, maybe I got to put the fear of God in you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got to get rowdy with you to get you to understand what's going on, because some people need to hear it that way. You know what I'm saying? But to ever say that I disrespected a brother and sister in this walk, when I show nothing but love to my brothers and sisters in this walk, is crazy. I'm like, and if anybody ever believed that about me, you never was around. You don't even know who I am. You don't know my character. I love my brothers and sisters in this walk. Have I treated any of y'all brothers and sisters differently? No. I've never treated anybody differently. I've always answered a question. I've always been a giving ear. I've given counsel. I've done a bunch of things to brothers and sisters. I gave a counsel to a brother and his wife. You know what I'm saying? And understood what was going on between both sides. And told them they both was wrong. And they need to figure it out. And that they need to talk to each other, because all it was a communication issue. I have never disrespected a brother or sister that was walking in this walk. So for somebody to lie on me and be like, "Oh, yeah, Yaradan over here disrespecting people,"
don't even sound right.
This coming from a man who's seen me in the world.
Bad disrespectful in the world.
You know what I'm saying? So me from them to me now, I've never disrespected a brother or sister once I walked into this walk, because I understand that I'm no longer that person. I can no longer be that person. I can only be a better version of the man. I had to put off the old man and put on the new man. And this new man, I can't say, man, examining myself a little bit, I like what I see.
You've come a long way.
You know what I'm saying? I like what I see, because I'm not the same person that I used to be, man. Right? So a lying tongue. Don't be lying on brothers. Don't be lying on sisters. Right? Because guess what? The Most High God hates that. Right? Read.
God. It says, "A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood."
The hands that shed innocent blood, man. It's a lot of Israelites that don't know that they Israelites that do that every day, man. They do it every day, shedding innocent blood. And also, again, brothers that's in this truth, if you hating your brother in your heart, sisters, if you hating your sisters in your heart, and you in this walk, that's what you're doing. You are a murderer. And what are you doing? Shedding innocent blood. Right? So everything is going through the spirit, right? Read.
Verse 18, it says, "And a heart that deviseth wicked imagination."
A heart that devises wicked imagination. If you telling somebody that a man disrespected you, and he ain't never disrespect you, Is that not a wicked imagination?
Right. Especially to save your own face.
Your own face is crazy. Yeah, to say just to push a narrative that ain't true. To lie on a brother, to lie on a sister, to push a narrative that ain't true. That's a wicked. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Right.
My old brothers against me. It's crazy.
Yo.
I thought it was my brothers for real. Like,
right. Go ahead. Read that.
So like in verse 18 it says, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Feet that be swift to running to mischief. Man, yo, listen. You got sisters talking to other sisters, lying on other sisters. You got brothers talking to other brothers, lying to other brothers. Then you got brothers that be like, oh, I'm saying, I don't want to know. I don't care to know. These are the things, like, I don't care to know if you might be lying on this brother or not.
But you're supposed to search out every matter, right? Especially in judgment.
Go ahead, read your precept.
Precept, just for that. Proverbs 14:15. It says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Right, the prudent man looketh well to his going, which means he gonna figure it out, man. He gonna make sure that, yo, listen, no matter what, you ain't gonna be lied to. No matter what, I'm gonna find out the truth on both ends. I'm gonna talk to this brother. I'm gonna talk to that sister and find out what's going on. I'm gonna talk to you, because if I don't, what am I doing? Am I following the law? Am I resting judgment? Am I doing these things that the Most High God told me to do? If I don't do that, right? Keep reading on that.
Verse 19, Proverbs 6:19. It says, a false witness that speaketh lies.
Oh, what?
A false witness that speaketh lies.
Ain't you supposed to have 2 or 3 witnesses to prove a fact, to prove that? You know what I'm saying? If a brother disrespects you, you should have at least another witness there.
And proof, right?
You need to have proof, right? That brother disrespected you, that sister disrespected you. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing called receipts that we say that brothers be having, that sisters could be having, to stop all things, right? But the Most High put spirits on brothers to let things run. Put spirits on
They
things.
be throwing their receipts away, huh?
They be throwing their receipts away, but you know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, you can't be throwing your receipts away, man. You gotta keep your receipts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand 10 toes down on what you said.
Hey, they can't delete the receipts fast enough, bro. Send it to the wrong niggas and shit. That's a lot, my bad.
Yo, listen, you gotta stand 10 toes down, man. That's what you gotta do. You gotta stand yo, listen. It's a law in Philadelphia called stand your ground. Stand your ground, man. Stay 10 toes on what you saying and what you doing. Don't lean to the left or lean to the right. Right? Keep going. You good, huh? Go ahead, huh?
A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
You said what?
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
And he that soweth discord among brethren, man. Yo, listen. Don't be out here liking posts because you don't know you don't know if that might be taking a shot at this person or that person. You know what I'm saying? Posts don't even be about that person.
How much work you gotta do? Like, how much time you gotta spend and work you gotta do, honestly, to check and see that every single person following you is not liking somebody that's not following you no more.
Why you got that much time on your hands?
No, bro.
Like, it's a lot of things going on in the world. But why you got that much time on your hands?
And then brothers are scared. They're not doing it. They scared at the same time.
Yo, listen. And then the more the discord is you like to throw the word loyalty into situations. Like, if you don't do it, you're not loyal. You manipulating brothers, you manipulating sisters to telling them that they not loyal.
It's a lock. In all honesty, I'm not supposed to be loyal to you per se. I'm supposed to be loyal to the Most High. I'm supposed to be loyal to Yahweh Shai. I'm supposed to be loyal to the laws, statutes, and commandments.
And the truth shall set thee free. Because that's what we doing right now. We telling the truth. It's going. Yo, listen. This thing gonna hurt a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters,
a lot of
man.
daggers in there.
Yo, listen, man. But these scriptures gotta come out, man. Let me get 2 John chapter 1 and verse 16 and verse 6. Slide it. Yeah. Anybody got slide it? Do any?
Seaport.
Yeah, I got it.
I got the charger.
Yeah. I brought it. Yes, sir. All praise to the Most High. Look at that. Dang. Wasn't even gonna bring this.
I might buy it like 30 more minutes.
Yeah. We ain't got that much longer, right? Let me get Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17, right? Let's bring that out. 2 John chapter 1 and verse 6.
It's the book of 2 John, chapter 1 and verse 6. Mm-hmm. And this is love.
And this is love, right? Read.
That we walk after his commandments.
That we do what?
That we walk after his commandments.
And what is truth? The laws, right? So this is love, right? So the love is that we walk after his commandments. We're walking after the Most High God's commandments, right? Read.
This is the commandment that ye have heard from the beginning.
That we have what?
That ye have heard from the beginning.
Bring that out.
Down Leviticus 19 and verse 17.
Right? This is part of the beginning. Right? This is some of the laws that we got in the beginning of this what? Right? Read.
It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
What? This is ain't this the milk that we teach on the street? This is the milk that we teach our brothers and sisters on the street. That you're not supposed when after we get through the curses, it's a proving that we the Israelites, and we be like, we're gonna give you some laws to follow before you get up out of here. Let's give you some laws. Ain't this one of the laws that we bring out?
God.
That you shall not hate thy brother in thy heart, right? Read.
Come. It says, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
And now what?
Suffer sin upon him.
Man, you supposed to rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him, man. You supposed to show the love of Yahweh Shai. You supposed to show the love of the Most High by telling them to get it together. Stop bringing gang shit. Stop bringing gang wars into Israel, and you trying to gang war camps now. Why brothers trying to gang war camps, man? What? Yo, listen. All right, cool. You got camps out here that say we don't affiliate with them, but then they start affiliating with camps. You got camps out here that just be like, yo, we just gonna be to ourselves. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But why does that bother you? Like, you're supposed to love your brother. You're supposed to love your brother as you love yourself. Let me get Matthew chapter 22 and verse 36.
Hey, he moving like Southern Poverty Lawson.
Yo, listen, these things have to come out because it's only right that we understand what we really doing here. What we really doing here is not for play. It's not a game. This is not a game. You can't just be out here saying that, oh, I'm an Israelite and I still can do whatever the hell I want. And the truth, having that I do what I want. I'm saying I know 110 scriptures off the top of my head and still be able to hate your brother in your heart and have that malice in your heart and still sow discord upon brothers and sisters. That's off. That's wicked. Right? And somebody got to call you out for that. The Lord going to call you out for that in a day of judgment. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai going to tell you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement that don't nobody want to hear. Right? Read that. Matthew 22 and 36.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 36. Master, which is the greatest command? What is the great commandment in the law?
Right. What is the great commandment in the law? Right. Read.
Yahweh Shai said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
How do you love the Lord your God with all thy heart and all thy soul and all thy mind? How do you love the Lord? By keeping the commandments, following the laws, right? Keeping the laws, right? Read.
This is the first and great commandment.
This is the first and great commandment, right? Loving the Lord, doing exactly what the Most High God said. Be ye therefore perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. We strive for that perfection. We strive to be as blameless as possible. Brothers might fall, sisters might fall, but you strive to do it, right? Read.
And the second is like unto it.
And the second is like unto it, right? Read.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You shall love your neighbor as yourself. If you wouldn't want nobody lying on you, if you wouldn't want nobody ostracizing you, if you wouldn't want nobody hating on you, why would you do that to your neighbor? Why would you do that to your brother? Why would you do that to your sister? Why would you do those things? You shouldn't do, because that's not loving your neighbor as you love yourself. If I love myself, I gotta love Mattathiah the same way I love myself. I gotta love Yanni as much as I love myself, because those is my neighbors, right? The Israelites are your neighbors. Your brothers and sisters is your neighbor. You gotta love them just like how you love yourself, right? Read.
Verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Hold on. Those two commandments, because all in all, when you doing all these things, guess what? If you see your brother going off, you're gonna rebuke him. If you see him about to eat a pork sandwich, what you gonna do? Smack that thing out of his hand? Yo, listen, don't do that. See, you see your sister about to go off, what you gonna do? You're gonna rebuke him. I'm saying that's why these are the greatest commandments. But in all, it's just a summarization of just keep the damn law.
Right.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Do the things that I'm telling you to do. That's what Yahweh Shah was saying. It was a simplified version of just saying, keep all the commandments, bro. Pretty much. Right? Read.
Verse 41.
Oh, no, that's it on that. Let me get the book. Let me get Jude, chapter 1 and verse 1.
It's the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 1. Jude, the servant of Yahushua Mashiach, and brother of James,
All right?
to them that are sanctified by God the Father, and preserved in Yahushua Mashiach, and called.
Right? So we are trying to be sanctified, right? We are called, right? And you want to be called forever, because you don't want to be a part of the thermonuclear destruction that's coming here. You don't want to be a part of the people that's going to die in the wilderness. You want to make sure that you be able to make it and see the kingdom, right? You want to be able to do those things. He talking to us, right? Read.
Verse 2, it says, mercy unto you, and peace, and love be multiplied.
Peace and love be multiplied, right? That's what Jude is saying, yo, peace and love be multiplied. We saying peace and love be multiplied, right? Read.
Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye should earnestly contend for the faith.
We're going to do what?
Earnestly contend for the faith.
Man, that's what Jehovah's Witnesses don't like to do. They don't like to contend for the faith. They be scared, right? But what we going to do, we contend for the faith every week, every time we go out there on the streets, to Israel, to the Christians, to everybody. We will always contend for the faith of Yahweh Shah and Yahweh, right? Read.
They came to my door yesterday.
They came to my door, man, when I wasn't home.
I was saving from murder.
No, man.
I'd hold me back from the door.
It was supposed to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, man. You can't let him take the sword away, man. You gotta draw that sword. You gotta put the blood on there.
It was an elder Jake too. I was
Ooh, yeah, man. Those the most proud too, man. They're the most proud ones too. Right? Go ahead.
Earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
Uh-huh.
For there are certain men crept in unawares.
Is what?
Certain men crept in unawares.
Yo, listen, man. They can know as many scriptures that they want to know, right? Because they creeping in unawares to destroy our nation from the inside out, right? Could be in this truth 5 years. Could be in this truth 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But they still in the truth. They still in here to destroy, not to build, not to bring, not to do much, but to honestly do the will of Satan. You know what I'm saying? Teach our people to hate each other, even inside trying to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. Right? Read.
God. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. Ungodly men.
What?
Ungodly men.
Ungodly men, man. Yo, listen, lying on your brothers, hating your brothers, ostracizing brothers, ostracizing sisters, hating sisters, lying on sisters. Ungodly men. Let's go for the men and women. It's ungodly men and women in this world. And they snuck in unawares, right? But guess what? We got to be earnest and have that, be able to have that due diligence and have that discernment to look at that and see that and be like, oh yeah, you one of them. You one of them that crept in unawares, right? Read.
God. Ungodly men turning the grace of our God into lasciviousness.
Turning the grace of our God into lasciviousness. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you can't make that up because you could do a bunch of works, you know what I'm saying? And then sin and go off and be like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? I fell. I fell seven. This just man falleth 7 times. Justifying yourself through the scriptures.
Right.
The just man falleth 7 times, but he get up and he trying not to sin no more. You know what I'm saying? Justifying yourself through the scriptures because the Most High is giving you grace. Oh, I can go out there, I can rattle off 100 precepts. I'm going to bring in fruit for the Lord. And still be teaching brothers and sisters the wrong thing at the same time. These are the things that people can do. Right? Read.
Denying Yahweh and our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Man, denying the Most High and denying our Lord. You know what I'm saying? By that being said, denying Yahweh, meaning not following the laws, doing the things that he hates. Denying Yahweh Shai by not showing your brothers brotherly love, the love of Yahweh Shai. Your sisters, the love of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai sacrificed. He knew what he got sent down here to do. He knew he was going to be crucified. He knew that our people was wicked as hell. And he still did it. How much love did that take? How many of our people would be willing to die for a sinful nation that he know gonna keep sinning until the day he come back again? How many people would be willing to do that? Not many. I don't even know if there's a man that's alive that would do that to this day. Quite honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's differences in this thing. But at least if you're not gonna, if you don't got the balls to die for your nation, for your sins, man, at least be able to have the balls to show your brothers and sisters the love of Yahweh Shai and care about them and show them that no matter what, I love you, I care about you. No matter what, this is what it is. No matter what, if you in this camp, if you're in that camp, I can still show you love and care and how I feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Give you a hug, say Shalom, and not have no fake hatred behind that Shalom. Being able to hold on to that truth, right? Was that verse 8?
That was verse 4.
Keep going.
Verse 5, it says, I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not.
Afterward, man, that's going to be the second wilderness, man. Like, he destroyed the people in the wilderness because they was murmuring against Moses, wanting to worship a damn golden calf. You know what I'm saying? Talking crazy about the Most High. You brought us into the wilderness just to kill us. Man, complaining about the manna that fell from the sky. You know what I'm saying? Gave you water out of a rock to drink. Like, these are the things that the Most High did for our people, and they still talking crazy about them. Right? Read.
Verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting change under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Unto what?
Judgment of the great day.
You said an everlasting darkness unto judgment in the great day. which means, yo, listen, them scriptures, you being able to quote 1,010 scriptures ain't gonna be able to save you. You being able, you saying, oh man, look at all this fruit I brought in, man. Yo, listen, you said, yo, you like, did I not prophesy in thy name and cast out many devils? And what are you going to say? Matter of fact, I grabbed that. I done quoted it too many times. The Most High said, bring it out. Go ahead, bring out the precept out.
Kind of, just quick precept on side what he's saying. Sirach 37 and 19. And this is like the scariest scripture to me besides the Most High doing all the killing. Sirach 37 and 19. It says, there is one that is wise and teaches many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. And me, the Most High putting me, in the semi-teacher position, which I didn't even desire, but just so happened I'm here by, predestination. It's scary because I don't want to be a teacher and be a hypocrite. Like, I really gotta, my judgment's gonna be worse because I'm teaching. If I mess up, it's way worse for me, right? So it says there's one that is wise and teaches many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. So you can teach many, teach the law, say all this stuff, and talk all this big talk like you just holier than thou, and you should be respected because you're teaching everybody, but behind closed doors, that's not what you're doing. You really sowing discord. You're creating a gang mentality with the camp. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't with us, then don't talk to him. What do we do? Did we transgress? Did we break the law? Oh, we transgress against the camp by leaving. Okay, is that against the law? No, it's not. So, who do we trust? Yahweh Shai, or we trust you? I'm cool with leaving. Brothers and sisters that's willing to take heed to that. I mean, you really wasn't with me. You really ain't love me. If that's all it take for you to cut me off, you ain't love me, nigga.
How 50 Cent said, how deep is our bond? Is that all it takes for you to be gone?
That's all it took was a command from a man. That's all it took. And we ain't talking no more. I salute you, send you a message, you ain't even respond to me. You know who you are. You ain't respond. A sharp Pasak, peace and blessings to your family, I pray. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. How can and you gonna be sincere at Passover like that? You just ignored the hell out of me, and I wish you a happy Passover out of sincerity. We used to talk all the time, but a commandment from a man is willing to stop all that. Crazy.
Yo, read that for me out.
You want to start from 15?
Started from 15.
Come. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 15. But everybody have to say come. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing, man. Come to you, man. I love all you brothers. I love all you sisters, man. Bringing out the scriptures. Hell of a teacher, man. Sometimes maybe hell of a brother. You know what I'm saying? Might be a sister that could know the scriptures left and right. You know what I'm saying? But is a wolf in sheep's clothing, right? Read.
But inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
You should know them by their fruits, right? You're gonna know these people by their fruits or lack thereof. Read.
Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
A corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Right? A corrupt tree bring forth evil fruit, man. That's where you get brothers that's willing to cut off brothers like that. Snap of a dime. Not even inquire on why don't you want me talking to that brother? Why don't you want me talking to that sister? What is it that brother or sister will say that you don't want me to hear?
Right.
What is it that I should be inquiring about that you don't want me to inquire about? Why can't I do my due diligence and do my research? Why can't I find out both sides of the story?
Why can't I judge righteous judgment?
Why are you trying to rush judgment?
Now that mean rush.
Like, no, it don't. No, it don't. Go ahead, I read that.
Verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Read.
Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down.
Is what?
Is hewn down.
Which means what? It means thrown down. Which means it's gonna be cast down. I mean, it's gonna be cast down, man. It's gonna be cut down, and ain't gonna be no works left in there, man. It's gonna be destroyed. All the fruit that's going on is not gonna work, right, Reed?
And cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Read.
But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Keep going.
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Many gonna say, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna say that, man. It's gonna be elders that's gonna say that, man. It's gonna be younger men that's gonna say that. It's gonna be sisters that's gonna be saying that, right? Read.
And in thy name have cast out devils. And in thy name done many wonderful works.
Man, yo, listen, look how many people I had listen to your word. Look how many people that I brought into this thing, man. Look at all this, right? Read.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
Read.
Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Man, yo, listen, I don't know about that. These two scriptures that we just brought out, man, go hand in hand. And honestly, those are two of the scariest scriptures that I don't want to hear ever in my life. I don't want to hear that. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. I'd rather not. I know my brothers up here I wouldn't want to hear that. I know y'all wouldn't want to hear that. That's something that we would not want to hear. Right? So we just gotta keep moving forward, right? One more scripture, man. We get 1 John chapter 2 and verse 1. We're gonna wrap it up. Kind of. Bring out your precept and let Matthew bring that up.
Okay, quick precept. Sirach chapter 40. Right. This is just going into things that we should be ashamed of. Like, conduct. You understand? So Sirach 40 in verse let's see. Verse 14. So it says, my children, keep discipline in peace, for wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen, what profit is in them both? Right? It says, a man that hideth his foolishness is better than a man that hideth his wisdom. Right? Verse 16 is what I want. It says, therefore be shamefaced according to my word. Right? It's just listen to certain things. Right? It says, for it is not good to retain all shamefacedness, neither is it altogether approved in everything. Be ashamed of whoredom before father and mother, and of a lie before a prince and a mighty man, of an office before a judge and ruler, of iniquity before a congregation and people, of unjust dealing before thy partner and friend, and of theft in regard of the place where thou sojournest, and in regard of the truth of God and his covenant, and to lean with thine elbow upon the meat of the salaki, of scorning to give and take. Right, and these are point the next verse. Right, this is things you should be ashamed of. Right, it says, and of silence before them that salute thee, and to look upon a harlot. Right, so verse 20 says, and of silence before them that salute thee. That's something you should be ashamed of. So you not saluting your brother, that's a shameful thing. If I salute you, hey, shalom, my brother, and you just damn horse blinders, that's a shameful thing. Is that loving your brother?
Wow.
Is Sirach wise?
God.
Right? That's a shameful thing. It's something to be ashamed of. And looking at a horse.
It says the wisdom of Sirach.
Yeah, man, that's a shameful thing. I salute you, you don't even salute me. Shame on you, brother.
God. Go ahead, bring out your precept out.
God, that's the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it be better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he drowned in the depth of the sea.
Right? So when you offend the little ones, man, when you offend the brothers or sisters that's just coming into this thing or learning these things, man, and we all say, man, listen, 5 years in for me, how many years in for you, you said?
A little less, or what? Maybe 5 months. It's about a couple months.
Yeah, how many for you, Malachi?
It's what, 6, maybe 7?
6, maybe 7, right? We still little ones in this thing. I'm saying you offend the little ones. He told you to go drown yourself. That's literally what that means. Tie a millstone around your neck and throw yourself in the lake and kill yourself. If you offend the little one, right? You don't know who is who in this walk. So don't offend the little one. Don't disrespect the little one. Don't disrespect your brother. Don't disrespect your sister. Love each other. Show them the love of Yahweh Shah for real, right? Now let's finish this out. John chapter 1. Well, 1 John chapter 2 and verse 1.
Con, it's the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 1. When everybody has said Con? It's the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 1. My little children, these things write I unto you, that ye sin not. And if any man sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, the righteous.
Right? So if you do sin, you do have an advocate, right? If you do fall into temptation, you have that advocate, right? Which is Yahweh Shai. And he gonna see you doing the works, right? Read.
Verse 2. And he is the propitiation for our sins, and not for ours only, but also for the sins of the whole world.
For the whole world. That whole world is the world of Israel, right? Read.
Verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
If we do what?
If we keep his commandments.
And this is the truth, right? Read.
He that saith I know him, and keepeth not his commandments,
Read.
is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
I love this verse, man. He that say that if he know the Most High, keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, right? Read.
And the truth is not in him.
And the truth is not in him. You can be lying left and right, just sowing discords upon brethren, doing all types of different things in this walk, man. You're not really keeping the commandments of the Lord. So guess what? You're a liar and the truth is really in you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High could just be using you for your season. And then no matter how long that season can be, he could just be using you, right? Read.
But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
Right? So he that keepeth his word, right? If you keeping the words of the Lord, if you doing the things that the Most High know you supposed to be doing, if you doing all those things, man, that's who the Most High is going to perfect, right? Read.
Hereby know we that we are in him. He that saith he abideth in him, ought himself also to walk.
Right?
It's like also so to walk.
Right? So walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk. You got to walk the walk. Like I say all the time, like, yo, listen, we're not Israelites on the Sabbath or on the feast days. We're Israelites 24/7. You got to walk this thing for real. This is not something that we play with. This is not something that's a game and that you can just, oh, I'm an Israelite today. I'm not an Israelite today. I'm not the Israelite tomorrow. I'm super brew today. I'm not super brew tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those, right? Read.
Even as he walked. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment, which ye had from the beginning.
Read.
The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past, and the true light now shineth.
Right, and the true light has now shining, right? The darkness is going past. Everything that brothers and sisters is going through or have been through is going past. Let this new light shine, man. And with that, that's it, man. That's the end of that. Right? All praise to the Most High. Nice.